Okay, welcome guys. We greet you again and welcome to our third segment, podcast yedu, which is hosted by Chilla King. So today in the studio, I have got Mr. Machemedze and Mr. Chitsumba from Youth Against Drugs and Substance Abuse Zimbabwe. So today we've got an open discussion that we have, and Nasi, Varume.
Yeah.
Tichange tichikurukura nenhau yemadrugs nemasubstance abuse, because that's our theme, that's our motto.
Yeah.
And pese panotaurwa zveyadsas, we're talking about mayouth, madrugs nemasubstance abuse, kuva encourage kuti vange vachisiya zvinhu zvakaita seizvo zvopozi uri kuvavhiringidza. So since it's an open discussion, Ansuziya, Mr. Chitsumba, I just wanted to ask kuti iwo mayouth edu aya patiri kuenda kuma-campaigns, patiri kuita ma-workshop, are they responding to our message yatiri kuda kuzama kuisa mahari?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question.
Okay,
that's a very good question. Why? I've noted that pese patiri kuita ma-workshops ndogona kutaura takamirira Youth Against Drugs and Substance Abuse Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Yeah, the attendance is good.
Wonderful.
The attendance is good.
Wonderful.
Also nemamwe ma-workshops,
all right,
I consider my organizations, I can see the attendance also is very good.
Wonderful.
Which means they are attending the workshops, they are attending the programs.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Saka zvoreva zvekuti they know kuti there's yadsas out there.
Yes,
and
exactly.
They are receiving the cause yekuti vanga vari pama-workshops and stuff.
That's very true.
That's a wonderful situation.
Yeah.
And this Mr. Machemedze, ndimi mukuru, our elder, vari kuuya here vanhu vachicomplaina kuti isusu situation padeni zvakamira so and so and so and so and so. Are they coming? Are you counseling them or are you referring them kuma rehabilitation centers edu or zvakanyatsomira sei?
Yeah, what I can say, we are having a lot of parents that are coming vaine vana vavo vanenge vapindana mune zvemadrugs. We are having also people that are coming vari kuuya for counseling, because we've got partners, mapartners edu atanawo anoita zve-counseling. So they are coming and we are referring some of the guys vanenge vachida ma-reference to counseling. Yes.
Okay, Saka, it seems as if people are heeding the call and vanhu they are responding. Handizivi hangu, Mr. Chitsumba, if you got anything that you might want to ask or add.
Yeah, I can say I've got a question,
okay,
which I might direct to Mr. Machemedze.
Okay.
Pane ka area kandoda kunzwisisa in terms of let's say a parent is the one who is into drugs. How does that affect the family?
Yeah, what I can say, there is a lot that happens when a family is disgruntled. Pane nhau dzekuti vana vanogona kupinda mustress, muzvikoro vana vanogona magrades chaiwo they will drop. Also, these kids might end up also abusing drugs kuti vabude nhau traumatization inenge ichiitika mafamilies.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I can say for now.
And what help can be given to the family before the one who is into the addiction thing?
Yeah, I think ipapo pane nyaya, because usually it has to start with a family therapy. Yekutoti totanga taona kutoti vana ava kana kuti muri ingabatsirike sei, because hazvingangotange kuti muende kumuri motanga kutoti takuda kudai. It means kutoti motofana kutanga magara pasi nevana kana kuti mwana wacho. Then you have to know what's really happening at the house. Then we need to have an approach with our social workers who knows how to, talk to families or to people, counsel our clients so that they can penetrate. Nekuti makada kungoita voshongera zvinhu hazvibude zvakanaka.
Oh, okay. So which means they have to go through the process and the stages.
Yes, that's what they need to do.
I'm answered. amongst us. Yeah.
All right. Guys, I just wanted to ask something. It's since it's in an open discussion.
Yes.
Panauye kuti let's say mbereki is the one are involved in my drugs. Be it mbereki, be it mwana. Us as Africans, tinonyatsa ku understand here neku-grasp the concept ye rehabilitation. Like rehabilitation tinonyatsa kuinzwisisa here its purpose yayo. I mean, like, I know Yadsa says he helped a lot zvekutodaro, and like what's the response like pamunotaura nauye marehabilitation nauye counseling, vari kuzvinzwisisa here vanhu kuti counseling inobatsira so and so and so and so?
Yeah, I think I can go through that one.
Okay.
To my understanding, personally, because this is an open discussion, I can even say what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
As a person who is into this kind of profession, I've seen that people tend to think that rehabilitation is all about sending somebody to that closed house or to that closed building, so that they can be rehabilitated inside.
All right.
But that's not the case.
Okay.
Rather, the person who is supposed to go to the rehab is supposed to first accept that I need to go through these processes. That's the first steps to rehabilitation.
Okay.
So kana zvikasafamba nenzira iyoyo, which means we can send the person, but we might also not get any results.
Hapana chinobuda.
We might not.
Okay.
Yeah, we might not. That's the honest truth. Yeah.
I think what Mr. Chitsumba is saying ndezvekuti munhu kana asati accepta kuti achada zvemadrugs, because rehabilitation is like you are resetting the mindset inenge yaita go wrong. Now we are resetting the person back to the normal ways that he must be living, or the normal himself or herself.
Okay.
So azvizoite kuti iwewe udzorere chino to reset chinhu chisati chada kuitwa reset.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, saka yeah, ndapanzwisisa. So the first step must be acceptance.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Self-acceptance.
Self-acceptance.
Exactly.
Not just acceptance, but
no,
self-acceptance.
Because if you can see, Ms. Chikunda,
Yes.
the affected people will be the ones who are not the addicts. Right?
Yeah.
So, what they would like is to just send the person so that the person can get treated. But rather, the person will be like, no, I'm good. Which means self-acceptance is not there.
Okay.
So if they say yes, now it's an easy job.
And the iye wacho akava willing
Exactly.
to change.
Exactly.
Because sometimes I don't believe that self-acceptance can exist if munhu wacho asiri willing. I think it's a combination of two now.
That's very true.
And
Yes.
kuti inini wacho, am I willing to
Exactly.
accept self-change?
Exactly.
Or I'm just doing it for the sake of doing
See
it?
now.
Okay. Yeah, I am enlightened.
I can add something on that. Okay. That's why you are seeing we have got many of these youngsters, or a bit bakuru, that are going to rehab and they will have my relapse. It's because we have forced this person to go to rehab because she's too affected. But munhu wacho asati anzwisisa kuti zviri kumadrugs kana masubstances ari kutora ari kumaafect. So now what we want is we just pray that people need to come to self-acceptance that drug and substance abuse is no way to go. We need just to shun away from drug and substance abuse.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that way vana vanogona kurarama zvakanaka.
Okay. Zvabva zvaita futi kuti ndiite futi another question. So from what Mr. Chitsumba was saying and from what Mr. Machemedze just said, kana tine scenario yekuti pamba pane mwana ari into drugs, then vanhu vepamba vari kuda kuti mwana uyu aende kurehab, iye wacho anokwanisa kusaona the damage yaari kuita towards ma family members. So my question was, toata kuapproacha ani? Toapproacha uyu ari kuita zvemadrugs here kana toapproacha vese? kana kuti I don't know how do we handle this one yekuti vabereki ndo varoda kuti mwana aende kurehabilitation iye asati asvika palevel riya rimambotaura Mr. Chitsumba riya re-self acceptance iye kwaari zviri kutomunakidza but manje haasi kuona damage yarikuita sei ari kuita ende vabereki manje ozosvika pakuita get in touch with their sas kuti ano inena umwana ndine scenario yakadai I want you to take this kid and make sure kuti awana rehabilitation. So like apa in this scenario, who do you have to sit with, the parent or the kid or both of them?
Yeah. First and foremost, we should understand that disturbances which might come with the scenario,
yes,
might cause everyone to be in that same position.
Okay.
So obviously there will be a need of family counseling.
Okay.
And also an individual session of counseling as well. So rather, it might be the family first,
okay,
then the client,
okay,
or
okay,
it might be both of them at one go.
Okay.
Yeah, it would depend now with the situation at the ground.
Okay.
That's my thinking. But I think Mr. Machevezi can just clarify more on that one.
I think what I can say, as you have said, when you have a kid or drugs, usually it brings a traumatization within the family. Exactly. If you see, there is a lot of mothers that and fathers that are dying because of their kids. Varikuita zvemadrugs, vanopedzisira vane hypertension, vanopedzisira vane sugar, vanopedzisira even vapinda muzvirwere zviya chronic illnesses. Yes. So there is a need for us, and there is need kuti titange taita family therapy. Then we get to the root cause. Then we also go to the client here to tona kuti what's really taking place, so that we have the professionals talk to him nicely, because kana muri professionals, you need to love the person. I see now we are kuti munosema munhu. Yes. But we are the same. We need love so that we get to touch the heart of those that are being affected, and they will understand that there is need for them to get the drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm answered. 100% answered.
Yeah.
Okay. So like pa issue yedu ye counseling and rehabilitation nema therapy sessions. Kutherapy kana kuti kuma session edu isusu etinozoendesa like our clients, kune ere stage yekuti munhu akasvika ari into drugs anonzi iyi kai I think yakuda more than counseling, anofanira kutanga aitwa counseling then ozoita rehabilitation, or imwe scenario yekuti vamwe anonga achangotanga mazviri yekuti mukamuudza with the word of mouth kuti no ona this and that and this anobva asiya. So mastages anodetermine ere kunhu kunoenda client kuti maybe arongoda counseling chete here kana kuti rehabilitation as well. I don't know.
I can answer to that one.
Okay.
Kazhinji, let's say client yafona iri kutaura challenge yasangana nayo, inobhukwa madetails ese, yafona kuoffice, right?
Yes.
Yobhukwa madetails ese nemamiriro akaita nyaya yacho. So probably the office now delegates either a psychologist to go for an assessment.
Okay.
Yes, it has to go by the assessment rules.
Okay.
Such that the assessment report will notify to the office the actual position of what is happening to the client. And then Kanazadaro, I think, consultations and the like, then the doc has to see the person, then the doc will write a report to say this person has to go over these procedures. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the proper process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I can add on to what Mr. Chitsumba has just said. After the consultation, after the doctor has said what he has said, we also have our partner that does some toxicology, yes, so that we need to know kuti munhu yanga chitora madrugs akaita sei, so that we have the right way to respond to maybe if there is need of medication and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the other thing that is done by madrugs here.
Okay. So Mr. Chitsumba, so it's like assessment is the first thing.
That's very true.
Assessment, you not damage.
You cannot go anywhere without assessing the situation first.
Okay.
So it's like if someone calls you right now, I've got my son who is into drugs and they are misbehaving, they are doing this. From the other end of the phone, you might think, what's happening there? So the first step is to go and assess
the situation,
to see the real situation. Other people, they call in, but they'll be the ones to be abusing the person who's taking drugs. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the situation now.
So you have to go there and see what's making the person to take the drugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right. So it means that right, there's this scenario kuti munhu ari kuteka madrugs, then zvinhu zvaita kuti ateke madrugs, maybe zvitori zvimwe zvezvinhu zvekuti maybe it's sensitive, you know, in nature, or maybe ane experience yakasangana nayo, you know there are a lot of reasons.
Yes.
So munhu obva azosvika paextend yekuti no, I think kutengoteka madrug is the only solution.
Yeah.
Then people obva realize kuti no, mwana uyu ari kuteka madrugs and stuff. Then they call, obva vataura the situation, then you come and assess, then doctor otonyora prescription, then macounselors otodididididi. Then ko scenario yekuti zvamboita kuti aite take zvacho, pane iri scenario yekuti munhu anotokanzeliwa otoitwa zvese otomira madrugs, but moment yaanodzoka futi obva atanga futi kuti face the same situation.
Yes.
Are we in a position of also dealing with the causes zvaita kuti ateke madrugs?
Exactly.
That's what, okay.
Exactly. Panoitwa the whole process.
Okay.
I think my records anenge atoripo.
All right.
That's why family chinovhunzwa zvese zvakaitika maybe for the past years.
Yes.
Yeah, so that we can know the root cause.
Okay.
So probably pakaonekwa iri case, let's say it's abuse. We have got the call, that call chat book.
Yes.
That we can just take the numbers.
Okay.
And call the relevant authorities pertaining the issue which has been addressed to.
All right.
Yes. So if it's abuse or what, we just call people who are responsible for that.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think I'm answered. I don't know if you want to add something.
I think I can add something on that. That's why you have seen, as Yad says, we have partnered with different partners who deal with certain sensitive issues, so that isusu tunoita zvedu drug and substance abuse. But when it comes to these sensitive issues, they are responsible people. Yes, so that's why we have partnered with different people from different organizations and arms of the government, so that we can deal with such situations. Yeah,
I think I think you have exhausted all my.
But still, I might have one or two questions.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, Mr. Chitsumba, I think if you have something, any questions, as for me, I think you have exhausted my.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ask a question which is from the professional area that you are in.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like to understand what will happen maybe 5 or 10 years to come to these infants who are involved into these issues that we've been talking about. Especially someone who's coming from a family where the mother or the father is actually the one who is taking drugs. I would like to know the effect that is going to happen maybe 5 or 10 years after the child is maybe the person will be grown up enough. but I would like to know what will happen, the traumatization from these scenarios. What will actually happen?
I think traumatization, from my own understanding, is something that can haunt a person for quite a long time. And also another thing, if that person monitor show the love, the kindness, and I think anokwanisa kutoita go astray. Because pane scenario kuti right now someone has to take my drugs but is involved in pane family member who take my drugs. Yes. Then this person has to take, but vanhu vakamukomberedza vari kuteka madrugs, and vanhu ivavo vari kuteka madrugs vobva varamba vachidaro, uye ari kukura ari kuzvona zvekuti at the end of the day uyu asiri kuteka madrugs pane zvinhu tu zvokwanisa kuitika paari. One, maybe there's a chance, I'm not saying it's 100%, but there's a chance yekuti he might also join, because akutongonasa kunge that's the lifestyle. Okay. I don't know if you're getting my point.
Okay, yeah.
Oro anokwanisa kusatoteka aitonyatsoziva kuti this is bad.
Okay.
But mind yake munhu iyeye nyangwe paanozokura, nyangwe I think zvinhu izvo zvinongoramba zvichingoita evolve in his mind kuti but ini ndakakura nevanhu vaidai, ini ndakakura nevanhu vaidai, zvekuti I think, I don't know, maybe Miss Machemedzi can help me. Munhu iyeye ndotoonawo sekunge anotodawo kuti counseling nyangwe anga asingateki, but the fact kuti anga akasurroundwa navanhu vanga vachiteka, I think zvitori negative impact yazvinoisa paari, like anonga angori that burden kekuti but inini ndaka zvototi I think anotodawo counseling. Toti kasamukansela anokwanisa kuramba angori munhu uye anonga achiexista but aine burden mashoulders ake, ungoti I think he has to be cancelled so that he speaks out or she speaks out concerning, I don't know, Mr. Machemedzi, maybe you can.
Yeah, from what you're saying, pani now yaita come up into my mind yekuti munhu kana apinda into traumatization, yamamutaura burden iyo, if it is carried over a long time, it might bear bitterness. So when there is bitterness now, bitterness inotapurirana. It's like it's a disease. Okay. So you need to understand that kuti that's why mchizoona kuti munhu iye anogona kuti paanozoita family yake, it's going also to affect, because it's a disease. Yes. Munhu anenge aine zvinhu zvaka, so there is needs of counseling, because pane zvinhu zvakaitika maari zvekuti anenge achifanira kuita let go, maybe kuita forgive some people. Maybe paitika zvemadrugs ipapapo, I can say maybe panogona munhu akazorepwa, maybe there was a verbal abuse, aitaurirwa mazwi anomudzorera kumashure kana kuti mamwe mawords. Yes, saka there is need of counseling for those people.
Okay, so it means that counseling is a must, because sometimes verbally he was abused, verbally munhu akaabuswa, like you said, inozopedzera ya bitterness yekuti even zvaitukwa izvozvo angakwanisa kuzozvitapirirawo kune the other generation. So I think under the counseling. Okay. Mr. Chitsumba, I think under counseling.
It's just coming into my mind. That's why I'm trying to my workplaces. We have got some workmates. Vanogona kusashandika navo. Zvinogona kukanzerwa futi nenyaya yebitterness iyo yekuti unengona ngotori a leader but kuti utaure nevamwe vako unongochishanda navo. So yes, kana kuti mumwe munhu anenge ane the way yaanoapproacha vanhu, haana language yakanaka yaanopindura vamwe vanhu kubasa. You say, yeah. Zvimwe zvezvino zvinoitika. Sometimes zvinoitwa bear with bitterness and traumatization that comes out from the issue that we are talking about of drug and substance abuse. It seems simple, but takada uzitarisa, ndautopinda ma-statistics, it's just coming into me.
I was about to, sorry to interrupt, but I was about to, because I understand 60%, right, of our youth,
yes,
are into this.
Yes. And also, if you want to see, 70.7% are the male guys, and 55.5% are the ladies at the age of 15 to 19. That's where the range of abuse is. So it's a danger. and you see the average age rate of Zimbabwe is 20.7, which means it's scary. We are living on
Which means
yes.
we are headed to a
Yes.
world. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're heading to a situation that is not good if nothing is done right now. That's why we're talking on our first podcast, we're talking about a holistic approach where we need the government, when we need civic organizations, private or voluntary organizations, where we need the church, where we need communities and the elders and the corporates themselves, because the economy of our country, or the backbone of the economy, are the youth. The tomorrow, if it's destroyed, that means in the mining sector we are not going to have professionals. We are not going to have those that are going to do any work, be it in the agriculture, whatever sector that you might think of. It's going to be a dead rubber. Yes.
And recently I've been thinking also that if you were to have champions of industry, we're going to have them from the current generation, which we call youth. But how are we to have champions of industry if you are saying 60% of them are already into drug and substance abuse? I can see we need to approach this one not with gloves. I think we used to use our bare hands to approach this matter, because it might sound weird though, that we will lose the whole generation, and we might not have a generation as well.
Meaning, the future will be, there's no future.
The future is doomed. To be honest enough, let's face reality.
The future is doomed.
The future is doomed. Yes, we might say vision. We have a vision, right?
Yes.
For a middle to upper class.
Levels. Yes.
Yes. In business wise.
Yes.
Economy.
Yes.
Economically, Adiska?
Yes.
But how are we to achieve that? If I can ask.
Yeah, what you're saying, things will just be coming. Mona Nauyamutara, there's a lot of things that are going to happen if nothing is happening right now. Tutaranyama chronic illnesses. It's like if you take marijuana here, it has got what pancreatic lung cancer. If we take Mutoriro, it has got the psychosis thing. If you take the illicit drinks that these youngsters are taking, it has got the problem of liver cirrhosis, so the kidney problems. So we are saying, as we are heading for the future, we are going to have sick people who have got no use in the nation.
Okay.
And also, there is one thing that the budget of the healthy budget itself is going to be raised, because we will need more funds for medication.
It's so sad.
And
it's
you know what, Mrs. Shkunda and Mr. Machemezi, can I ask this question? This is an honest question. I need both of you to answer me.
Yes.
We are doomed, right?
Yes.
Are we, Mr. Machemezi?
The chances of us being doomed are
already doomed if we do nothing.
If we do nothing. I like the fact that the government has come to the boat and said we have to implement this and this and this and this. But the question though remains on the issue of legislation, because to be honest enough, I've been hearing questions from a lot of people saying, how is that possible that a drug lord can be caught let's say 10 past 11, but by around 20 past 11 you can even see the same person roaming around the streets and starting to do the same business back. I need you to answer me correctly. How is that possible? Is it the issue of legislation, or it's something beyond that?
I think I can chip in on that. I've read a lot of articles pertaining the issue that you just indicated. There are a lot of articles that are circulating on a daily basis in our social media platforms and stuff, whereby you hear someone saying a drug lord akasungwa after aonekwa aine madrugs andindizoka. Then ozonzwa zvakunzi a day later akatoonekwa kuti roam around the streets. So like you asked, even me, I also have a query on that. I think it's something that is beyond legislation. Okay. That's my understanding.
Okay.
Because if we are governed by the laws and regulations, I'm not a lawyer, but I know that if someone is arrested for a criminal offense,
exactly,
even inotobhadharika fine, hazvimbotori 15 minutes kuti munhu anzodonzi atobuda. It's a process. I don't know if you're getting me. It's a process. So for you to jump that process, then you get out or you go away in a matter of minutes, I think it's beyond legislation. I think there's something hidden.
Because it's like where I'm headed with my question, though. I'm thinking. It's me who's thinking.
Okay.
If you're saying the issues based on our legislation, the issues based on corruption or whatever, right? I'm thinking from my own point of view.
Yeah.
Why can't we just, as communities now,
All right.
as neighbors, as parents, try to deal with these issues alone? Then we can carry them now to the so-called people who are responsible and see if they can jump also that process to take care of the business.
Yeah, I think the other thing, what you're saying is correct, but at the same time, we need to see that isusu sepovo, we cannot put the law into our own hands.
Okay.
So there is also need for communities to engage with the relevant authorities and with or maybe with the law enforcers, so that we can help each other on this.
I hear my point now.
But here's the thing.
My point.
Mr. Isumba.
Yeah.
But here's the thing now.
Yeah.
Even as a community, we do what you said and we do what Mr. Machebe. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. But I think in our next episode of our podcast, we'll continue with these burning issues that we're talking about today, because there's a lot that needs to be said. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked, and there are a lot of answers that need to be said as well. So in our next segment, we'll continue. We'll take it from where we left, because tema burning issues are totally. So I would like to thank Chilla King again for hosting us. Chilla King for hosting us. Chilla King and the others, they're really doing a fantastic job. So I just want to say thank you so much, guys. So we'll meet again in our next segment.